I liked you better with glasses.
Too bad. I like me better without them.
Hey, pretty fans! Welcome to another episode of the Better with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Vicky Bazalia, and with me is Casey.
Hey.
And we are back, baby.
Season 3, I'm full effect.
Season 3. So, let's give a little backstory on Season 3. We woke up at 2:45 a.m.
Yeah, today's been a blur. And Vicky also wanted to watch Jimmy Fallon last night, so
Yeah.
it was basically like 2 hours of sleep
Yeah.
between 12 and 2:30, and then we stayed up until 5:30.
Yeah.
Caught a couple hours then.
He caught a couple hours. You rolled over at around 8 a.m. and looked over, and
She had not slept.
I was knee deep in a rewatch.
I'd say Vicky's on about 3 hours. I'm on about 5.
Yeah.
But it kind of felt like a blur. It was all happening in the middle of the night. Very fun and exciting to get that kind of new information. We've been waiting for it for so long, and we got so much to talk about.
I know. And it really started with one piece of information. I don't think that I personally have ever been a part of a series finale in the digital world where like there's no episodes. So if you look at 2:59 a.m.
Right.
on Amazon, it said 0 episodes. And then there's like a countdown thing that's like 1 minute to go, and you refresh, and then boom, there they both were.
Yep. So we dropped the instant reaction on Patreon already. That was this morning.
Yep.
And then you'll never guess what happened today. We recorded this earlier in the day completely, but because we were at Better Glasses Fest, we had taken our equipment out, and when we brought it back, it wasn't calibrated right, and the audio just sounded terrible.
So we're doing it again.
Doing it again. Episode 1 opens up, and it's like a flashback. It's not a flashback, but it reminds you of the first episode ever, where they're in a car, music's jamming.
And what it was
Cranberries, Dreams.
Dreams.
Oddly enough, on YouTube, our Better Glasses, Psychic Brown YouTube, there's a cover of Dreams by one of my good friends. It's one of our most popular videos. Check it out. It's
really
great.
Good cover.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of ironic.
Opening song. And Belly
Yeah.
is now driving.
So that's the duality that I love most. Like it's that small stuff like that. So in season 1, she's obviously not driving, and Steven's driving them.
Right.
Laurel's sitting in the back, and Belly's like, "Oh yeah, you have to teach me how to
Basically the same
drive.
age.
You have to teach me how to drive." So Belly's driving the whole family to college. John Conklin's in the back.
And we added John Conklin.
Yeah.
The happy Conklins. The Conklins are happy.
They're happy. And the music is perfect for it. They drive in. That's shot at UNC, which is Jenny's alma mater. And they roll up, and then we see a very happy and bouncy Jer coming to greet them.
They're still together.
They're still together. So what do we know? We know that Jelly's still together.
Yep.
And we quickly find out that Steven's been crying, and Belly can hear him through the walls, because he and Tay are not together.
And we know this is pretty recently after where season 2 left off. For this particular moment.
It's a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year later. But yeah, they didn't make it a year, I guess. And we do see a shot of Lucinda, who is Taylor's mom, like helping her move in, which is kind of funny because
First time.
Yeah, because Steven is like trying to be sweet to Lucinda, and then like gives the finger to Taylor. We later quickly find out
They're making
that,
out within like 5 minutes, so we're good.
Yeah. So, and apparently that's just what they do. But Jelly is locked in.
Yeah, with the knowledge of like 2 episodes now,
Mm-hmm.
the Steven Taylor arc goes in a lot of different directions. So it's up and down.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily up and down.
Yeah. So the one thing that I will say about that is it's very lighthearted. The boys are helping Belly move in. When the boys leave to go get more stuff from the car, there's a really sweet moment between Laurel and Belly where she shows her this picture of her and Susanna, and she gives Belly some advice.
Basically the only Susanna business we've seen.
Yeah. But the advice is what?
Find your tribe.
Yeah.
Don't, Jeremiah's great, but it's great that you're not rooming with Taylor. You guys are doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, don't get locked into one thing. Explore, find out who you are.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Yeah, find out who you are outside of the Jer relationship too, because they've been dating. He's in college, he was in high school as a senior, and they've been dating. So it's good
Great
advice.
foreshadowing of another character who is doing exactly that.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it there.
Yep.
We'll leave it there. So then we see a flash forward to present day, which is 4 years from where we left them.
The
So it's
time has jumped.
So it's 3 years into college. So Belly and Taylor are finishing up their junior year. Jeremiah is finishing up his senior year
Right.
and ready to graduate. You would think. But the most important thing I will note about that time jump is we very quickly see a Belly and Jer in bed. Belly's half naked.
Yep. Lingerie belly.
Lon-
It's a new Barbie.
Oh boy. It's just, and I said this to you, but it's a very stark contrast
To where she started at.
to where she started. So like I love that all the characters grew up. It's kind of like what I say, Rugrats all grown up.
Right.
Like all the characters are super super grown up and you can tell immediately
Yeah.
and I love that because it made the time jump feel genuine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did the Taylor and Steven had their own like trysts in the
Yeah.
bedroom. Not quite as I don't know. But big plot point here.
Yeah.
They got it out of the way early. The Belly
Did they
Jer
not?
sex conversation. It's out of the way early. There's no debating. It was a big question in the off season. Will they? Won't they?
Yeah.
Will it be a thing? Nope. Within the first 5 minutes, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Belly's matured. She's I don't know what the right word is, but
She's
she's
choices and that's that, right? Like they've been in a relationship for 4 years.
right. So
That doesn't take away from her first time being with Conrad in the sense that it was her first time, but she's been in a relationship with someone for 4 years. So I think that fits.
yeah,
The more shocking thing for me was when Jeremiah was like, like you're the one who texted me to come over and take care of business. I'm like, oh, it's not cringe. It's just like
it's just like watching your daughter.
I'm just like, oh, Belly is grown up. So we have that.
Right.
And then we love this part, but then you get this overhead shot, and it's like you're traveling across the states. Stanford.
We there.
What would you like to say about Stanford?
It was probably the best scene in the first episode.
Ooh.
You get a beat drop of Red Hot Chili Peppers, super California band. Like it represents something beyond just the music. Amazing song, Can't Stop, Addicted to the Shindig, da 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 da. And Conrad is just like, boom, he's feeling himself. He's the king dingaling. And the exact thing that I wanted it to happen happened.
Yeah.
He got
Casey was like, I think there was a little bit of like, all right, like let me see my boy. Like where is he at in all of this? Because if everybody else grew up that much, he had to have like matured in some way too. And he's out in California, presumably living his best life.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're putting the two situations way differently, like, right? Like, so you're getting a lot of the messiness and like childlike college stuff on one side of the coast, and you quickly see Conrad's situation is a little bit more matured and a little bit elevated.
I think it's young adult, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
young
we
adult
see his
college
apartment
life,
eventually,
yeah.
and it's like he's got it looking pretty fresh, man.
Home decor.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
But you quickly see he escaped the bullshit out there on the East Coast, and now he's back into his hobbies. He's seeing a therapist.
Oh, you love that part. Like this guy daps him up and is like, "We need you for football. You're our QB or something like that."
Yeah, all these things. So he left that old life behind, and he's finding himself. What did Susanna say?
My mom always had dreams of me finding myself on the West Coast.
It's literally what's happening out there.
Yeah.
And he's got a therapist, back into his hobbies. Grades are good, looking good. Well, eventually we'll see the apartment is upkept and nice, and he's thriving. This is exactly what he needed.
So let's break down the therapy scene for a second. What I love most about even including the therapy scene is because like joking or not joking, like everyone's like, hey, like Conrad could use some therapy. They could all use some therapy.
Everyone needs therapy in
Yeah.
the entire world.
But the fact that they put it in the show and it was so authentic and it was just really cool for me to see that level of growth where you said like he was opening up, right?
Right, you see kind of the way his brain works, and the therapist did a good job of like flipping in and being like, "Hey, give me the perfect blah 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 blah,"
Hmm.
and you see how like what matters to him. Like, I want the flight to be on time. I want the make record time. Have no one be mad at me. Like, it's kind of like the people pleaser thing comes out because you see
Yeah.
what he could be worried about and what he wants to go perfectly.
Yeah.
So
He also, I mean, it feels very evident that he doesn't come out east anymore that often, right? So
oh, facts.
like he's thinking about, okay, like I picture this person and Steven sitting next to that person.
We missed it again. There's a garden party on the East Coast that needs to, that
Yeah.
happened in the
Well, that I was gonna get to that. So that is so he gets this text from Laurel.
garden dedication
The
for
garden
Susanna.
dedication or memorial dedication for Susanna is the thing that he's supposed to attend. And not just supposed to attend,
Do a
but
speech.
he and Jer are supposed to co-write and deliver this speech for their mom.
It was introduced to Jer. I think it was the first time we heard about it. Was he was in bed with
Belly.
Billy.
Yeah. So that is kind of the text that he has entering into the therapist's office, and he's like, he can't articulate why he's nervous about it or what
Right.
he's scared of. And he never really articulates it. He's like playing out his perfect day, and then there's like a quick cut to Belly getting out of the car from season 1.
Yeah. So as much progress as he's made, there's still some trepidation, I would say, with bringing up Belly because he doesn't do it. He
Yeah.
doesn't bring up
Mm-mm.
Belly, even though it flashes in his head. And the therapist is like, "Is that all?" Which kind of was like,
Do you?
he must know about Belly, and
Okay.
he's like, "Is this?" Maybe it was like something they worked on early in their 4 years of working together,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Is that all?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's probably because in the very beginning, it depends on how long he's been seeing this therapist, but I would imagine that Belly came up early and often initially,
mm-hmm,
and maybe their conversations have evolved over time where she's not for the forefront of the conversation anymore. So he's playing it off like I'm over it.
right,
So he feels a little bit maybe ashamed if he were to bring it up again
oh,
because like
yo, for
you know
sure,
it for a lot of us it could be like this eye roll of like it's been 4 years, dude, get over it, but it, he's not, and we'll learn from episode 2 that there's like a little bit of recency to his thoughts on Belly. So
right,
yeah, but I just love that scene, and I'm so glad that they included it. Then we get a walk and talk of Gavin and Lola, Jaren Belly through
yeah."
the quad,
If
and
you
you,
if you blink, you'll miss it. But you earlier in the episode, you see like a baseball card of Belly playing volleyball and picture of Belly playing volleyball, certainly in her Finch outfit, right? But on this walk and talk, the volleyball girls walk by. They say what up to Belly. Jared's like, "Do you miss it?" She's like, "Oh, I never should have done this. I blew my knee out." So she's not playing volleyball anymore. Blew her knee out, but it helped her introduce a new major, which I believe was sports psychology. And hey, it's
yeah,
going good for her.
yeah, and and they always drop these like really nice quotes in there, and it's something like, it's how one thing can change everything, or one thing can impact the trajectory of everything. So, um, you know, that's just kind of like a common thread that I think a theme that we'll probably see throughout season 3. All right. Then after that, you were all psyched about this. You knew it was Boston like
Oh
immediately.
yeah, yeah. They just do a skyline shot, like a city shot. I'm like, hey, that's Boston. Cut to Breaker, Adam Fisher, and Steven back on their bullshit. They've had that connection for some time. They're back at it.
The connection being like all the way back to season 1,
Right.
right? When it's like they're talking about the poker.
You got hustle like I did.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Steven's now working for Adam.
Yeah.
Adam is like you're doing great, man. People are noticing you.
Yeah.
We also get introduced to a new character, which is like his desk mate, who
Apparently, like she's the head
trader,
of his
whatever.
like program. Yeah.
Is it a potential love interest? I don't know. Either way, one of the best new characters of the show.
You like that
Well,
little.
like if it's not a love interest, it's even better because of the time they took to develop her because she's one of the most interesting characters in the
She
show.
she's interesting because she doesn't put up with his bullshit, but not in a Taylor kind of way. In like a mature, like get your shit together. He's all proud of his accomplishments. Like he's still doing the I got into Princeton thing from season 2, episode 1.
Yeah.
He's just like flexing, like, oh, I graduated from Princeton early, and she just doesn't care. She's like, well, you're here now, do your job and be passionate about your job.
Yeah. So I don't
Tough
know.
cookie.
Like she's a tough cookie, and if it does happen to be relationship wise, I'd be like,
Yeah,
I kind of respect her way less because she's like putting up
that's true.
all this bullshit in the beginning about like not being like, no personal life stuff. Da, 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 da. So I think that would cross a boundary, especially because it's his boss.
Yeah.
Um,
Or unless, yeah, I mean, or unless that is the trajectory that she is personally supposed to go on. But I don't know. Maybe she can just stay the voice of reason.
yeah, she's a great character.
Yeah, because as we know, Steven goes through some shit. So there's that. Oh, I'm just gonna say this because there's been a lot of theories. So I don't need you can share takes on them if you want, but some theories that I've heard just in the brief time that we've had with the first 2 episodes is that Denise could be a love interest for obviously Steven. She could be a love interest potentially for Jeremiah
Oh yeah, because
if
that could come.
if and when we know he's gonna be there eventually. And Redbird, we didn't talk about Redbird, so we meet
We'll
Redbird
get to
in
Red.
that walk and talk. But what's clear about the meeting of Redbird is
Oh, I did we get? Yeah,
when Jer is around him, his demeanor changes, which I'm not judging because that's just kind of what happens. Like you get in the groove with your friends and like you just kind of fall into your habits. And their habits are that they are fraternity brothers and they have this like games thing coming up and they're broing out about that. And Belly's a little annoyed. Like she is a little eye rolly and a little bit peeved. And Jared calls her on it, like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, I'm graduating soon. Like, you can stop pretending that you like my frat or that you don't hate my frat." She's like, "I don't hate it."
So what is the deal with Redbird?
Oh, so some people were thinking that Redbird, who this is episode 2 stuff technically, but that Redbird, who may be bisexual or gay, could be could have feelings for Jeremiah. So
Not
anyway,
throwing anything out there,
yeah,
but
we don't know. We were talking about Denise, so it just made me like think about it. Although Sean can be the name of a female as well.
that's
So
right.
anyway, so we have that, and then we
We've
have Staler.
Staler back at it, clandestine
Well,
meetups. They're both cheating on their peoples.
I was gonna say
They both cheating.
you know me.
Cheating's no good.
I'm
And
not a big fan.
again, we're putting this out here. We're messiness over here. Conrad Rising over on the West Coast.
Conrad Rising is a good way to put it because
No.
I think Jenny Han was the one who was like, "Oh, this is Jeremiah Rising episode last season." So, yeah, I just don't. I'm okay with the plot. I am just judgy because I love the character so much. I know they need rockiness. It just I don't know if it's a bridge too far or if exactly what they need. Um, but yeah, it's super messy. It's super duper messy.
Lots of mess there.
Yeah.
Uh,
The funny part about that scene, though, is when Belly sort of catches them, right? So Belly knocks on the door because she's supposed to be studying with Annika and Taylor in the
Yes, yes,
library.
yes.
And she, like, points out the pants in the back. She says it's Davis, right? So that's our first, like, hint that, oh, like, Taylor is actually in in a relationship. I was gonna say open, but like not like that. In a like on Front Street relationship with a guy named Davis.
right.
Because I thought it was going to be like, oh, Steven didn't know. Steven knows, and they're still doing what they're doing. But
And Steven also has a girl, so
yeah.
hey.
So, but Belly, they're talking about like the guy shorts or whatever, and what does Taylor say? Like,
Like menswear is in now, Belly. What are you doing?
menswear, those are
Like those are mine.
Yeah, those are mine. So Belly clocks it. But then we get the girls in the library, and we find out the answer to what Paris is or could be.
Belly goes to Paris.
Belly goes to Paris.
Potentially.
Yeah. So she gets into the study abroad program. It's a very big deal to her, and it's a very big deal to her friends who are super supportive of
Right,
it.
and they want to go visit.
Yeah. So then we get Belly coming to see Jeremiah.
What?
Explain.
Stupid Jer. Right?
Yeah.
So,
And he calls himself stupid.
right.
He's like, I'm
So you get in, and the body language is just like completely different than what we've seen prior. And what the gist of it is he's not graduating. Which, listen, to get to the point of like going to pick up my cap and gown and then realizing that you're not graduating,
it's a bad look.
it's a bad look. You've missed a lot of correspondences, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, and when you switch majors, your guidance counselor should be like, setting you up. And in this day and age, you got to be able to access your
Course catalog, your phone,
what is the deal? What is the thing?
transcript.
Transcript, like all the time. Now, with that said, I have done this before personally. I've lived this exact way, and like pretty guilty of like I got a lot of credits out there and no nothing to show for it. So I'm with him, but like
Yeah.
just he missed a lot of correspondence to let it get to this point.
To end up in this situation.
Yeah, he really, didn't put a lot of effort into making sure he was going to graduate.
Yeah, there's two things about this scene that I'll comment on. The first is that some people are like, they were already afraid from the books that they were going to bury Jeremiah. So some people, probably Jeremiah fans, are like, oh, they had to add this in to make him look like an idiot. And I don't think it has to do necessarily with that or the fact that he's lazy. I think that he's distracted and he puts fun above school and that he's careless about certain things. And I don't know if that's better. I'm just making a comment that in the books, it's like, oh, that he's lazy and the whole beerology thing, which they cut. So you get to see it through a little bit of a different lens. I don't think that it's burying Jeremiah necessarily, because let's keep in mind that it's not the first time that we've seen this storyline. So Jess Mariano in Gilmore Girls, he is with Rory. He goes to buy prom tickets. And that's when he finds out, like, oh, it's senior prom. You're not technically a senior. It's like, ouch. And then he gets all in his feelings. He's super ashamed. And guess what? He breaks up with Rory over it.
I think there's a lot of things that were borrowed. Jenny is a borrower of like classic pop culture.
In a cool way, not like in a stealing shit kind of way. But let's also remember that Pacey Witter, who I love, I am Team Pacey and Team Jess, actually. Pacey, also, season 4 storyline, was failing out of school, right? And then again, he's all in his feelings and his own insecurities come out and they have a fight and a breakup. So it's something that we've seen before. I don't think it's like a let's all gang up and bash here. What I do think it does is it shows, that whole scene shows a lot of like Jeremiah neediness.
And it shows a little bit of a Jeremiah not being resourcefulness.
Right.
His one option, which we'll eventually see, is like hit up Pops. But listen, how many classes is it? Can we take care of these in summer school? Can we take care of Metal Local Community College and get those credits transferred over? Like, what can we do to salvage the situation, make it better, make it less of a big ass bummer?
Yeah. Yeah. And then, Belly immediately, and we see it multiple times, not just in this scene, but we see it multiple times where like she just jumps into like rescue mode And later on, she'll tell Steven that, like, I made a pact to myself or promised myself that I'd be there for him since his mother died. But she doesn't need to mother him through this. You know, like he's like very, very sad. I get it. She's being supportive. That's great. She starts talking about Staler, and he's like, I can't talk about that right now. I'm like, okay. If that was the only instance of it, it'd be one thing. I will say,
He does have some spots where he's
he absolutely,
supportive
yeah,
also.
no, yeah, absolutely. Like when the Paris thing actually comes out, he is very, very gracious about that. Like he handled that beautifully. But what I am saying is that in the book, Belly buries Jeremiah. Like she just
She's
goes
also
on.
the narrator, so it's a little
She's,
bit.
yeah, right. She's an
It
unreliable
kind of
narrator.
sounds like it's her all the time, even though if you were just reading it, it might be from like
Sure.
third party.
Yeah, but she's like, oh, he annoys me when he does this and this and this, and he's so needy when he is sick and like all this stuff. And it just sounds like she's kind of like ranting, which makes you believe that like she's unhappy in the relationship. I think that she is happy in the relationship. I think that she is probably not always self aware about how much she gives to the relationship at times.
All these
And
relationships are compromises, right? So
yeah.
I'm sure there's things that Belly's doing that
Oh no,
isn't 100% perfect. Like, you know,
we'll see some of that, right? Like you know, they have their issues too.
but I feel for Jer. But looking back on the way that I probably was and the way that he is now, man, just putting in a little more effort would have really saved the day here
Oh, for
and
sure.
kept him on track to graduate.
For sure.
In high school,
Yeah.
one of my friends like got up to the point of graduation and then literally didn't have the requirement and small school stuff. They just said write an essay and we'll like give you the executive order
Ugh.
signature, like you're good, whatever you owe is forgiven and
Yeah.
you can you can. I think the essay was like, why should you graduate?
Oh my gosh. Really? See, anyway,
Statute of limitations.
I'm a rule follower, so I'm like, that's that's breaking the rules. It shouldn't be that easy, but we'll see how Jared gets out of this pickle. Okay. So then we get Casablanca.
Ooh, we were there before, and that place legit doesn't even look like it belongs in the part of
Well, they can see it in the show, so
right.
they
It looks like that.
yeah, they keep the big sign. It's like a stucco wall with like wooden arches. I think it has palm trees in front of it. It's in Wilmington, North Carolina. But we knew that something was going to be filmed there. We didn't know what. We didn't go when it was filming, by the way. We went after we had heard about it. But we went in, and the first thing I said to Casey was, I'm like, this looks like it could pull off California, right? So I'm glad they used it for the Conrad scene, but we get to meet.
Agnes.
So Agnes's name had been dropped before 1 year since season two. So
Which kind of dropped in like a girlfriend-ish way,
yes,
but they make it super clear right away at Casablanca that it ain't a sexual relationship anymore.
no,
They're doing high fives, they're calling each other dude.
yeah,
It's like they tried to do something, didn't work out, and now they're just some other.
version of
Well,
friendship.
it's kind of cool. It's kind of like
But you guys know what we're saying.
wittiness and like they're good friends and you know
I think it's exactly what Conrad needs is like someone like her, right? Guy or girl, but like someone like her who calls him on his shit, but also elevates him at the same time.
sure.
And someone outside of the family. Like, I get it. In season two, like, Steven was calling him out on his shit. He hates when Jared does it. He doesn't accept Adam doing it. He'll take it from Laurel. But, like, he needs someone outside of the bubble where she's like, I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to challenge you. But at the end of the day, if you do or don't do it, like, I care about you, but
I see it all the time.
take it or leave it.
Third party
Yeah.
makes a difference. Like sometimes when you're too close, you can't read
Right.
the outside of the bottle, So when you bring a third party in, it kind of sinks in a little bit more and translates.
Brad, he knows that as well. So I think he's a little bit more playful, but not in a flirty way, guys. Like, there's something about their relationship, like the tit for tat, that like he says, "Oh, did we find out? Like, did they release who got it?" And she's like, "Yeah, me." And he is happy for her, but like is a little bit bummed.
Yeah.
And she's like, "And you?"
And in later
Yeah.
scenes, she's also like trying to wingman for him a little bit.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that later. But I thought that's great. The interesting part is that's where the conflict comes in for Conrad now.
He's
Who
got a scheduling conflict.
he's got it all put together. He got into this program, kind of like Bella getting into study abroad. Like he's got this program, but there's something that is problematic about it, which is that he's got to go to this dedication thing. So if you think of people pleaser Conrad, he now has to
Make
go.
everyone happy.
Yeah, he now needs to go tell Jer that he's not going to be there from Laurel, the entire family. Everyone's going to judge him for not being there for something for Susanna. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But Agnes also is hella funny when she's like, well, the teacher, the professor, whoever is kind of tough. So yeah, like definitely go tell her this before you even start the program. Go ahead.
Dr. Namazi.
Yeah. So there's that. Then we get some fun Staler, like post.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little. It's like the next morning, so she actually let him stay over. There's a little like he wakes her up with.
Listen, I mentioned it earlier. A lot of the Staler stuff kind of blends together 12 hours later after you watch it because
It's fast.
it,
They have a lot going on.
they have a lot going on, and it's also like some scenes take place in the same room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of up downs, hooking up, breaking up with a monte, da.
Yeah.
I think Staler, the big thing with Staler is like, where are we at the end?
Yeah. Right.
It's gonna be hard to track.
Yeah. Do you know what scene is next?
That scene.
A-T-T-O.
Oh no, listen, thinking now. At Bedworth Glasses Fest, we met for our locations tour at that Legion Field
Yeah.
where they do the three-legged race.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what it was called exactly, but it's kind of like a field day for
Oh yeah.
for like
finals frolic or something.
it's for the sororities and fraternities. Both Jer's frat and Taylor's sorority are participating in this. And I think Taylor says something like, it's like the Olympics except with beer. It's something like that.
Right.
It's the end of the year finals, whatnot.
We get more Redbird. We get a Lacey Barone intro here.
We get a Lacey intro sighting.
What were your first impressions of Lacey Barone?
I think they casted her pretty spot on in that she looks like someone who would hook up with your boyfriend, but also not someone that you would worry about.
Whew, that is fantastic.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she's not so like if you're Belly, because she's the antithesis of Belly. Belly looks cute and nice, and if that is what Jer's going for and that's his type, Belly ain't worried.
Right.
Belly ain't worried. But is she kind of like the girl in the sorority who may be a little bit promiscuous and like gets drunk and is all over guys that just broke up with girlfriends? Like maybe. So
Yeah.
that was my feeling. But it's very innocent in that Taylor was trying to introduce Belly because apparently Lacey had done the study abroad program. Now, Belly quickly changes the conversation because Jer was talking about his own issues with school, and that was not the right time because Belly was like, oh, he's got another semester to finish out. Should I stay?
And Jairus was like so excited about, one of the good things about this happening is that I'll get to spend more time with you.
Right. Which again, Belly, you don't need to mother him. Like, do what you want to do. Like, stand up for yourself here, which is what Taylor says. So Taylor is like, no, he'll be fine. If he loves you, that's fine. Like, go. And she has a good line. I already have my Parisian wardrobe.
Listen, she's always planning ahead.
Oh, what does she also say? Like, you would totally judge me if I
didn't go to New York for my internship
because I wanted to stay here and rip bong hits with Davis or something.
I don't know if she had brought this up at this point, but
Yeah.
For someone who smokes so much weed,
Yeah.
Jer,
We
you
don't
never
see
get any Jer weed smoking scene.
comes up in the Steven thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
true that, true that.
Yeah. But anyway, Belly's not in a sorority, so we figured that out. She's an honorary member of Taylor's sorority.
Right.
And she puts on the shirt and they do the three-legged race together because Jer's really great at it and she gets to participate in the games. It's cute. It's a cute scene. Then Jer gets a phone call from Conrad, who's trying to tell him that he has this program that he got into and may not be able to make it for the dedication. Belly picks up the phone call.
Oh yeah.
You don't think it's that big of a
No.
deal. I think it's a big deal. Why don't you think it's a big deal? Not the actual act of picking it up, but like the interaction itself. I have thoughts.
Because he wasn't expecting Belly to answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, if you're calling someone that you're expecting to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
and someone else answers, I mean, sometimes there's not a whole lot to say.
Yeah, I don't. The reason I don't see it that like he seemed kind of like, oh shit, it's Belly. His facial expressions. We'll rewatch it many times, but his facial expressions were very like, oh shit, it's Belly.
It was
And
kind of like,
Belly was kind of like Jared just looks very innocently looks at Belly and is like, oh yeah, can you talk to him? And she's like, yeah. And knowing what we know now, I think it's because something
nope.
there's some lingering guilt
Maybe from Belly.
or feeling there
Conrad has no reason to be,
from Christmas.
yeah, zero.
Oh, wait until you get his narration episode.
Play.
He's still I don't think he's pining, but I still don't think that he's comfortable being around her. Like he still has feelings for her that pop up when he is around her.
Sure,
So
sure,
we'll
sure.
go more into that in episode 2.
But he doesn't want to put her at the front of his mind.
That's fine. He's trying to compartmentalize.
Right. So having a long conversation with Belly about blah 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 blah
No,
would
he
just fuck
doesn't
him
want.
up.
No, I know that, and I don't think he wants to. That's why I'm kind of like he's like, oh shit, it's Belly.
Yeah, let me go to the fucking phone real quick.
Right. No, exactly. And then he like throws the phone down
Yeah, like get
after.
this hot potato, get this fucking thing out of here.
No, but I'm saying that means something.
I
That
think
means
it means that he's enjoying his new life, and maybe this will come back up very soon, but for right now, I can't get it.
I think it's a beautiful, lovely breadcrumb. Anyway, um, serve it up to you guys. All right. So
Adam Fisher.
so then we get okay, before Adam Fisher, there's a very cute jelly moment.
Ooh, yeah.
Beat drop on Justin Timberlake. And
This can't be summer love.
we recently did an article, or were a part of, I'm sorry, we didn't do anything. We were part of an article that
Right.
talked about how millennials,
Thank you for everyone who gave us love, Reddit, all that stuff.
I know, yeah, but how millennials love the show. And it's so true because of these moments. Like,
Jenny locked
man.
into the right
Ugh,
wavelength,
Summer-
the right age gap. The Cranberries is another one,
yeah,
and in a couple minutes, there's another one with a certain Nelly and Kelly combo.
yeah. That was a great beat drop too. But Justin Timberlake, number one, I love Justin Timberlake. Number two, I love that it was from the book, but she couldn't use it. So it's from book 2, but she couldn't use it in season 2. In the book, it's when they go to find Conrad together.
Mm.
But they're friendly at that point because book 1 and season 1 don't happen the same way. Like the full love triangle forms in season 1. So Belly ain't hitting up Jer and road tripping and singing fun songs when they go to find Conrad in season 2. So it was nice to bring that back. And number 3, I just love seeing Lola rock out in a car. Like when they do the free fallin', when she's singing like the I can't do better. Yeah, that whole thing in the beginning, it's just it hits me in the feels every time. So I love that for them.
Bro did not do any other thing besides text his dad to let him know that he's got to stay another semester of college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I go first? Or you want to go? You tee this up.
So apparently it's 20 grand. and that's the kind of the cost of Jer's
Mistake?
malfeasance
Yeah.
is 20 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of all the people out there, I happen to defend Adam Fisher a little bit more
Than most.
than most, right?
This go around.
This go around, I was actually really disappointed in the conversation that went down in the car with Adam and
As
Jer.
in, you think that Adam was too harsh to Jer?
I mean, there was no pleasantries at all.
Why would there be?
Okay, okay, there shouldn't be
Yeah.
sometimes, but like he's been in this relationship for 4 years. Maybe like, hey, are you alone? We got to talk. Um, tact or a little bit of like, just like
Yeah.
common courtesy,
Respect.
respect. And then he just goes at him, no pun intended. He goes at him with all the insecurity bones, man. Conrad comparisons. Like, that is just fucked up for
A multitude of
a
reasons.
multitude of reasons. Like, if your mom was like, hey, your brother does this so much better than you, and he would never do
But it's
it.
so true to, I mean, parents do that shit all the time.
Parents do shit all the time.
All the time.
So I'm just kind of sticking up for all my kids out here. But that sucks, right?
Yeah.
And then to kind of hang money over a kid's head, I hate that too, just to be honest with you.
Okay.
Now,
you know me pretty well.
and I
So
knew
you
that this would be something. I'm like, yo, oddly enough, Vicky fucks with this conversation.
I do.
Like Vicky is gonna like Adam's reaction.
For me. For me. So this is not me being like, oh, I love Adam Fisher, right? Adam Fisher fucks up. And Jared fucks up. And Conrad fucks up. Everyone's a mess. But when Conrad is going in on his father, it's not him being defensive about his own fuck up. It may have happened. We've never seen a scene like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is calling him out for being a shitty father and a shitty husband to his dying mother. Okay. Point blank. This, to me, is not about Adam's reaction. I agree with you. He did not need to pull the Conrad card because we just know that's not going to help and that's going to cause Jared to spin out. But apparently everybody uses that. And it's unfair and it is what it is. But at the same time, is it factually correct? Yes. Right? At the same time, do I think that Jared messed up? Yes.
Yes, but Jared is actually the one who likes his dad. So like, come on.
Fine. But you still have to parent, right?
Still have to parent.
You still have to parent. And bro texted his dad about what he did, probably asked for his dad to send money because I needed to have another semester and they need the money by tomorrow. I don't know what was said. And the part for me is the first, find it, guys. Fact check me. I'm pretty sure the first 20 to 30 seconds of the conversation,
Yeah.
Jerry uses the words, hey, Dad, I know you're probably not stoked.
So I'm probably not super stoked.
Probably not super stoked. But relax. What?
Okay, the relaxed thing, that's
Like, how do you mess up, not apologize to start, and tell the person that you're asking to bail you out of the situation to relax? What?
You'd love to see them get to a point where they can have a conversation.
Well,
maybe, and I'm sorry from Jared would have certainly, or like, hey, we got to talk tonight. Let's set up a time.
yeah.
We'll talk about this.
Yeah. And I also think that it plays into the like, God forbid I have fun in college. I'm like,
I hate that look. Okay, that's hard. That's indefensible, I would say.
I'm like, you didn't have time to read an email. You're not taking any responsibility or accountability for your actions here. And he even says it. He's going back and taking like core first year classes. I'm like, you can't pass a simple gen ed class and have fun as well. Like, it's not about that. So then the way that the scene ends.
Yeah. Jared being a little bit needy again. Like, I don't want to do this.
I can't do this right now.
I can't talk about Steven and Taylor. I can't do this for now. I can't.
And she's like, fine. She's like, okay, all right.
So she goes to dinner with Steven by herself,
Yes.
which
We got to break down that scene because that was a very impressive. And
Conklin siblings.
Sean and Lola are great together. We saw it in season 2, episode 1.
It's gonna sound biased, but man, that's another duo that it's gonna sound biased to Steven and Sean, but that's another
his boy is Sean.
duo that is like they really bring it when they're together.
Yeah. But I mean, but again, it's the elevated writing. It's the elevated conversation. It's so far and away from what we saw in season 1. Like,
I don't know.
Like, think of that scene, like Steven, like where he throws a hair.
Yeah.
Or like when she's like berating him for hooking up with Taylor.
Well, Taylor's my age, so that makes you a scumbag.
Right, right. This is like they're talking to like they're calling each other out, but it's very real and raw. And this is where I think that Steven, I don't know if Steven is Team Conrad.
Steven has given up on.
Steven's not Team Jeremiah. He wasn't Team Jeremiah to end season 2, and he's still kind of like,
Jer's my dude, right? But we're seeing Conrad rising. Jer just wants to have fun. And Steven is driving a beautiful BMW. He's got a great job. He went to Princeton, graduated early, dressing great, girls. He is a little bit like Jer doesn't take shit seriously.
Yeah.
And this is a pattern.
Yeah.
Like calling him out on it, at least behind his back.
Right, right. But even when he tells Belly that, so Belly is when the scene opens, Belly is bitching about Adam. Now remember that Steven works with Adam on the regular now, at least for the last 6 months.
Right.
So Steven just straight up says, like, look, Adam got his issues, but I kind of get it. Like Adam is out 20 grand because Jared forgot to check an email. It's like how he
distilled it down to Jared missing an email.
Yeah.
Which that is terrible, but I think it was like 15 emails.
But then he pulled back Cabo, and that's the first time we hear about Cabo.
Bro. How about do we have seen the scene already? The Cabo scene?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No.
Well, when we get to it, I want to talk about that.
No. That's not even till season episode 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's our first mention of Cabo is when Steven was like, yeah, he's not the best at paying attention to details. Remember when he booked a trip to Cabo and didn't tell you? And she's like, yeah. But then he's like, no, you guys broke up over it. And she's like, we weren't broken up. And he's like, yeah, whatever. So it's interesting.
Does Steven know anything?
I don't think Steven knows anything. He may soon, but besides the point. So he's bringing up all that. And Belly was like, yes. And then she rattles off this list of like, yeah, do I wish he did this? And do I wish he did that?
Do his seasonal allergies bother me? Yes. Do I think that he smokes too much weed? Yes. Jared doesn't actually strike me as a stoner. Maybe like the surfer dude kind of stoner, but
he's got surfboards up when he's trying to study. Again, episode 2. Episode 2. But I mean that she says it. I don't think that Belly doesn't have love for Jared, and I don't think that Jared doesn't love Belly. It's not about that. It's about the fact that the people in Belly's life want her with someone that is of a certain degree of like what they think she deserves, and everyone has a different opinion of that.
And Jared could get there, bro.
Right, but we know Stevens. We know what
Steven. We know his opinion, and Jared could get there. But us boys mature at different rates, you know. Like at 22, I was not having my shit together. I was like Jared at 18 to 24. And then once I hit 27, then I turned into Conrad. So,
yeah,
you know.
But the idea is that if you, that's fine.
Or closer to Conrad. Now I'm fine. I'm probably somewhere in the middle, but
it's fine for you. You're one human, right? But what you're really saying, without saying it, is yeah, I was immature, and I grew into somebody mature.
Conrad is mature.
Right, but if you're Belly and you have a choice of either, you're one human who's growing, right? If you have a choice of both, like, are you gonna wait for Jared to get his shit together, or I don't know, I don't know, but
Right.
but what I will say, just to wrap up this scene, is it goes both ways. So I'm proud of Belly for then also calling out Steven, like, because what
There's
you
a lot of that in the show so far. It's like, because everyone's having messy shit except Conrad. It's like, you're doing this thing fucked up. And then you're like,
yeah.
no, you're doing this thing fucked up.
Right. But it's because everyone ragged on Conrad last season, so no, and nobody's over there. I mean, Agnes gives it to him a little bit, but like, anyway, it ain't that deep.
Okay.
What I will say is that Belly calling Steven out on the back and forth with Taylor and how messy that is, and the fact that he is cheating, and she says, like, you have to fix it. It's not right to the other person. You also get Belly's opinion on cheating.
Which is the same as my honey's and mine.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, it's
hard line here.
I'm a hardline person. I don't necessarily know if what Jared did was cheating, if he truly thought that they were on a break, but at the end of the day, there's other problematic stuff with it that we'll get into in
Right.
the next
I don't
episode.
want to step on any of that, but
Right.
there's some gray areas.
There is a so I mean, but there's a lot of good scenes back to back here because then we get Jeremiah calling Conrad back.
Oh yeah, that so the therapist
It
scene,
shows growth on both of their parts, and I love that for them.
Conrad goes out of his way to say, "No, me and Jer are solid," and almost says it in passing, where like they are so solid that he said it in passing, and it's not even a big deal.
Mhm.
So, and that also a scene that made me emotional. And then this scene also, the
Made you emotional.
brotherly scene, made me emotional too.
Those two are actually really great together.
So on Instagram, Vicky had asked me a couple days ago if you think that I'd cry in the first episode, and I was a hard line no. And maybe it was because it was 5 in the morning or 4 in the
It was
morning,
3 when we were
but
watching that one.
I was welling up. I didn't think there was no like tears streaming, but I was welling up at certain times in episode one.
And
So
the brother scene got you.
the brother scene is another one here.
And okay, so breaking that down, what I like about it is that
I love when they're united, man. I fucking love it.
right, the
Like,
united front is good.
yes.
And also you see Jer opening up to Conrad about the fact that Adam said something that hurt him, but also in the vein of, yeah, he compared me to you, right? And that's growth for Jer. Like being able to say that to Conrad is, I think, important. But then
Yeah.
Conrad season 2, when they were like going at it, Conrad had an opportunity to also rag on him and be like, well, you kind of fucked up, but he didn't, right? He didn't. It was not his place in that moment. He understands the insecurities that Jer has. They've had that conversation now. We've seen it. So it was unnecessary, and both took the high road. And united front against the dad. And there's a great line in there that I just love. I love how carefree Conrad is. You know what I mean? Like
Bro.
like Jared's like, yeah, I can't imagine going to mom's dedication. I want to be there for mom, but how can I do that when all I want to do is kick dad in the balls or
You
nuts or
put
whatever
that
it is.
East Coast shit into the back of your brain somewhere. West Coast.
Vibe.
He's out there,
But
out of sight, out of mind.
but the thing that
New person, reborn.
but the thing that he says, right, that's comedic and also shows that he just doesn't fuck with this shit anymore. It's just kind of like, Jared, trust me, you can do both.
So things that bother us, we give them power by putting attention on them,
Sure.
right?
Mhm.
So obviously, Conrad isn't stressing a ton in his daily life about
Things that he used to.
right, like
Yeah.
his dad and
Yeah.
this and that.
Mhm.
So that's why it makes it so easy for him to be a little bit more carefree
Yeah.
about these things, right?
Right.
Like you're in a job and it's the fucking worst and it's bugging you every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. And then you are leaving
Right.
and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter to me anymore, so I'm not going to worry about every single fucking thing anymore.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
He can empathize with Jer because he knows the dad sucks, right? Like he knows that. He's just carrying around a little bit more apathy. He's not going at him. He's not fighting anymore with him. He's just not talking to him.
Right.
So, all right. Then we have some quick scenes here. I'm just gonna comment on them. So, Taylor and her mom.
Eh.
It's an okay scene. I think it gives more power to set up why Taylor has this like massive freak out.
Right
in
idea, wrong
interview.
messenger.
Yeah.
Like, right idea to give Taylor more depth. Didn't like the casting of the mom. I was thinking, like, I thought it was going to be something different.
Yeah.
I think that is a little bit too cliche.
Yeah.
I was thinking it
sure.
was going to be like a little bit something more.
That the mom was deeper too.
Yes.
Maybe the mom is deeper. Who knows?
Right.
We didn't get it in that scene, but then we have the party.
Damn.
So so there's Jer and Belly at the party, and then there's Conrad and Agnes at the bar.
Ooh, where is that bar? If anyone knows, it's in Wilmington or North Carolina, that area for sure.
Yeah.
Is it the downtown Wilmington Irish pub? If anyone knows, shout us out. I want to.
You want to know?
Yeah, I want to get my season 3 locations figured out.
Okay.
And I also want to know where Stephen and Belly are eating.
Yeah.
It's very noticeable because they have that big mural in the back.
Yeah.
So it should be very
With the cool
noticeable.
Square shapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Jer's all in his feelings. He's been a Debbie Downer about the situation. The last interaction with Belly was kind of awkward. She brings him breadsticks, right? Like, and they have a cutesy little moment. I love that Belly, after being egged on by her older brother a little bit, just comes right out and says, like, yeah, we mostly talked about me and what's going on with me. And quickly Jeremiah is like, what's going on with you? Oh my gosh, tell me. And she starts to tell him, he's like, oh, and I fucking ruined it with my such and such. Great. That's what you were.
This is the example of Jared being supportive.
Very supportive. Very, very supportive.
And not making it about him and like pouting and blah,
Exactly.
blah, blah.
Exactly. So there's like that for their relationship is good. Then we have the piggyback, right? Like hop on. I'm just commenting on that because it's from the book and that is cute.
And then we have Nelly, I
But he changes
need
the
you.
words to Belly, I love you. So they're dancing, and there's some lines direct from the book where like he's like, don't ever cut your hair.
Yeah, this one, that one all went over my head.
I like you witchy, that whole thing. I don't know if Jeremiah folks put as much like oomph into the text of the book like Conrad
Let us know.
people do. Let us know. But if you do, you are probably really excited to see that, right? So sometimes the book is just kind of like, oh, it's all about Conrad, but no, that like they pulled that out and we got to see it play out on screen. So if you like the book, hopefully you like that. All right.
Damn.
There's also a second meeting of Lacey as soon as they go into
Yeah,
the place.
they're like this. Like,
But it's because Belly knows that she didn't get to finish her conversation with Lacey. So Belly is very like innocently trying to engage in this conversation. She's like, "Oh, where's the cafe?" Like, "Oh, you got to tell me where it is." And Jer the entire time is basically like yanking her
like
away.
get the fuck away from her. You don't need these two worlds to meet.
Which is sus. Super
It's
sus.
not. I mean, come on, bro.
I mean, I get it. But yikes.
It's shitty.
It's shitty, but I'm also like, she's in Taylor's sorority. Like, how long did he think this was gonna loose lips, man? Like, how long did he think this was gonna go? You also made a great point. Billy doesn't want to be at any of his frat parties. She gave him an out. They were being cutesy, and she's like, maybe we should just go home. He's like, you're not getting out of it that easy.
Well, it was kind of like
Buried himself.
we can go home and
No, I know.
see what's going on. Kind of.
Yeah,
But yeah, JR should have taken that shit.
that's exactly right.
JR should have taken that shit.
So, lo and behold, then
Those thin frat house walls, man.
yeah, so Belly is upstairs in the bathroom, just direct from the book. She
Yeah.
overhears Lacey talking about what happens in Cabo stays in Cabo.
With Jeremiah specifically.
Oh, yeah, I can't believe that you got to hook up with Jeremiah. He's so hot. Belly opens the door. Lacey's like, oh shit. Belly runs down the stairs, quickly finds Jeremiah. He's like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "Did you hook up with Lacey?" They go outside and they have this fight.
On the ugly to pretty fight scale, it was way in the ugly fight side of
Well, what's a
things.
pretty fight? Like, how do you compare it to "I thought you knew"? I thought you knew.
I mean, like, I think the prom fight was pretty nice. Like, pretty,
Yeah.
it looked better.
You mean aesthetically?
Like, there's been a lot of I thought you knew fight was a lot of ugly,
Messy,
drunk.
crying, drunk.
This was one of those, right?
Yeah, but I love
But
that fight.
which one?
I thought you knew fight.
Oh, I thought you knew fight was great. Yeah, so
Ugh.
this one I would say was a sloppy fight. Like, it was a frat house blow up.
Yeah.
Belly was quick to be like, "You ruined it forever."
It kind of reminded me of their fight on the side of the road
Okay.
in season 2 when they're having it out, where like Belly was trying to apologize and Jared just like kept going in on her. Like, "You left me, Belly, you left me." Like, and you hooked up with my brother, and everybody thought that I was like, he's unloading.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
He's unloading, and she's just trying to apologize, and it's the reverse of that.
Yo.
He does the same thing. She's like, she won't let him get a word in. She's like, "What? You just happen to fall on top of her, and you're with your clothes off? Like, what happened?" Now,
Yo.
I think that this is warranted from Belly to Jer. Now, that didn't stop Belly from being like, "I've only been with one other person."
Oh man.
And then there's a flash of anger in Jer's eyes. He's like, "Yeah, I know." Like, there's a little bit of like out of role play. I'm not apologizing for a second. Yeah, I remember.
Listen, when the fights are in their craziest,
That's when the punches get thrown.
the punches
the
from like
big-
deep in the bag,
Big blows. Big blows.
deep in the bag, the insecurity, like the insecurity centers, you know?
Yeah, it's like Jeremiah has a button on his forehead, and we're like, "Let's engage Conrad."
Yeah,
Reminders.
that's why I try and stay out of conflict because
Right.
I don't like being insulted.
All right. So then Belly says, and she says it a bunch. She's like, "No, you can't make up for this. You've ruined everything.
You've ruined everything. It'll never be the same.
It'll never." Which it won't be. Which it won't be.
Listen,
I don't know.
We see in future episodes it elevates.
Yeah. So she runs off crying as "You're Losing Me" by Taylor Swift plays. And now she's running in like ugly crying.
She's been ugly crying for a little bit now.
Yeah. She threw up. Ugh.
Oh yeah, he tries to hold her hair back.
She says "fuck you" and she smacks him.
Really?
Yeah.
Warranted.
Well, she's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" And he's like, "We had sex." She immediately smacks him. and
Shout
says,
out to
"Fuck you."
Jared for being honest.
Yeah.
Even though it's fucked up.
So fucked up. Anyway, okay. The scene that we didn't talk about is parallel to all that going down. We have Conrad and Agnes.
Oh, this is a
They're
great
having
scene.
they're having a celebratory drink because they both got into this program.
This is the scene where Agnes has a moment of trying to wingman for Conrad.
Yeah, I mean, if it strengthens the idea that there's nothing romantic going on between Agnes and Conrad.
But
because-
there's also a line in there where it's like, you know better than anyone that I'm not like the girlfriend guy. So I think Agnes probably wanted it to be more serious than it was.
Yeah.
Conrad was like, just got out of something that really shattered my world.
Yeah.
And
No. But Agnes, she took fault
smart,
for it.
mature.
Yeah, but she's like, "Yeah, you made that pretty clear, and I still pressed. My bad, but we're good." And then they like cheers, and it's like friends. Okay. But then she starts digging in, right? So she starts asking if he's ever been in love. It's just, I love the two of them. I love the two of them. I love their chemistry. I love the fact that they're on the same wavelength. I love that she's an external character who can like poke at him without him like taking her head off, because there's no reason to, right? She could know all of his dirty little secrets, and it's just kind of like she's in California. It's separate. Kind of like when he opens up to Cleveland.
Yeah.
But the dialogue and the way that Chris, you may have other opinions on it, it's because I've read the dialogue before, and I think the way that he delivers it in the series is better than how he delivered it when he was narrating the book.
Okay.
And it's because he has her to play off of, which is cool.
Yeah, it's
So
one of the best scenes of the episode.
so I love the like on a scale of 1 to 10, how in love were you? He says 10 and she says impressive.
10, impressive.
That
Yeah.
impressive. What was her name? He's like, she's like, you can't even say it. And he's like, Belly. What? You mean your brother's girlfriend? She was my girlfriend first. What? She broke up with you?
Bitch.
Bitch. Like, it's just, you can tell she's getting sucked into this insane story that he is not
Facts.
trying to
Facts.
have a conversation about. And she just keeps digging and keeps asking. And
Do you want me to do the devil's advocate thing?
well, hang on.
Okay.
It starts off really like kind of like playful, but then he's opening up and it kind of almost like she has this like moment where she's like, "Oh, this must be really hard for you actually. How do you deal with it? Like how do you cope with it?"
Yeah, it's
And
like family parties.
he pretty much said like, "I don't." And he said he tried to. It just breaks my heart. We get the flashback to July 4th, which is like literally a month after what we saw in the motel. And he tried, man.
I'm pretty sure they used those as press photos. That
They
that
did.
same
Yeah.
day of shooting, they used it.
But he basically said, like, I tried my best. And he said something like, he slipped up. I don't think he was planning on divulging all of this to Agnes. But he said, like, he's like, I realized that if I was ever around her, I just can't keep it in. She's like, keep what in? And he basically says, like, the fact that I love her or loved her. And then he talks about his regret is that, like, he's like, when we were together, I was a shitty boyfriend and I also never said the words.
Damn,
Sucks.
that sucks.
It sucks for him.
I didn't even remember that part, but now I remember it when you say it.
And it sucks because Belly and Jer are clearly together and they've said
This
I
is
love you
why
to
he
each
doesn't
other
want to bring it up.
a million times. I know.
So,
It makes him sad.
fact. That's why we compartmentalize this shit.
Yeah.
Keep it back here. We're not thinking about Belly and the cousins beach drama. And
But it's hard to. It's becoming harder to.
but I think it's like the gift and the curse, right? Like put it back there, and it makes it so much easier for him to have this growth.
Mm-hmm.
And like, think about this: he's known Agnes for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? A little bit of dating,
Mm-hmm.
good friendship, and she didn't know about Belly until
Right.
now,
Right.
right? So that's like
Which then leads to like he's also we talked about it withholding a little bit of the belly thing
in therapy.
in therapy. So
Listen, it's allowing him to move forward, right? And at the same freaking time, it's almost like somebody dying because the Belly and Jer thing would have never lived and breathed and had the legs that it does if Conrad wasn't over there.
yeah.
Okay? It's almost like somebody dying and you moving on to
Right. And
remarry, right?
it is
He's so far out of sight and mind that they can live. And he's so far away that he can live.
they use exile as the song, which is literally like somebody exiling themselves, like exiting stage left, like going off and just leaving it be. And that's what he did. It doesn't mean that he cares any less about Belly. It doesn't mean that he doesn't think about her. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have regrets about the situation. But to your point, he has had to unwind that part of his life or even his brain to be able to have all the things that he currently has in
Right.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Listen, that was episode 1. Let's talk about some stuff.
Can
Best
we do
what?
can we do musical moment?
That's where I was going.
Oh, okay, great.
Best musical moment.
Um I want to say the Justin Timberlake one because I love the song and I already explained why I love all of it. Maybe if we're not picking Jeremiah and Belly because it doesn't end happy for them. Like that's a happy moment for them, so I like that that moment. Um if I had to pick like a overall, I Conrad. Conrad because
That's not a song.
I'm sorry. I explained this to you so many times, but it felt like the Red Hot Chili
Yes.
Peppers
Okay.
um song as we're being introduced to California Conrad, it kind of felt like kind of like in baseball, like his walk-up music
Big time.
because he's literally walking and like you can tell that he's different and that he's happy, which is extremely
Right.
important because he's not that dude in 1 and 2.
For any Entourage fans, it reminds me of when Johnny Drama gets his special trucker hat that he's been looking all episode for.
And he's just like wears
And
it with
he's
a sense
so
of
proud
swag.
and he's so swagged out, and it's got like a great song playing in the background.
Yeah. So I love that for him. And then also just in general, in the trailer, we get a lot of Jeremiah and Belly.
Not much Conrad.
Cuteness. We get a lot of Staler. We get some of the parents. There's not a lot of Conrad.
Yeah.
And certainly the Conrad that we get isn't him being happy.
The intro of Conrad is tight.
Yeah, the
It's
intro of
tight.
Conrad is great. And I just love that song.
I love. We're in Carolina Beach for Better with Glasses Fest. We were putting out some of the scavenger hunt bags, and we were listening to this one song, and then it popped up in the show. There's Jack Harlow, "Loving on Me," and I said that should be in season 3.
That's when they go into the frat
And by
party.
golly, it did happen.
It was such a good beat drop.
Yeah.
Because it's so recognizable. And then like
On Vanilla Baby.
honorable mention to Nelly and Kelly.
Oh yeah,
Roland. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Like go stop. Is that the same song?
So who won the episode?
Easy. There's only one person that could win this episode.
Connie baby.
Right. It's a Conrad win. Conrad Rising. Like we talked about the walk up song. That's the best scene, I believe.
He's not fixed. He's not perfect, right?
Where we leave him in season 2, he's on the fucking wall at the Azalea Inn. Like there's no worse place in the world.
I know. Yeah.
And now he's in Palo Alto.
Yeah. Like his issues
Living it up.
Yeah, his issues aren't real. They haven't come to a head yet. Like his issue
Right,
is
he's gonna take some L's for sure.
Yeah. Like yeah, he's gonna take some L's pretty soon.
But it can't be Jer. He just got found out.
Right.
It can't be Belly. She's a crying mess. Jer and Steven are both. I mean, Taylor and Steven are both cheating.
And can't figure their shit out. It's all messy for everyone else. So
it's a Conrad win.
It's a Conrad win. Who lost the episode? I think it's either Belly or Jer.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Dad stuff.
Yeah.
Cool stuff and the Lacey stuff coming out.
Yeah, Jer took L's.
He just lost his girl. Yeah.
Big L's in episode 1.
Yeah. But what do we always say? Like
roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. I think it was on Fallon last night. They asked like what can we expect from season 3 like they always
More the same.
And yeah, and Lola's just like more of the same. Like just tugging at heartstrings back and forth, like a lot of rockiness, a lot of good moments too.
It stayed pretty true to the story.
I think so.
So far.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It felt like the same show, but it also felt
a little bit.
A little elevated.
For sure. Like a little bit more adult and a little bit less high school.
Yeah. It was weird because season 2 was weird for me in that like they were very adult themes. But in this season, I can tell that it's adult characters. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Who directed this episode?
Zoe Cassavetes.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, we love her. This is episode 1. We are officially back. Best time to be alive right now. Like riding a real big high.
Yeah. Thank you to all the Patreon subscribers.
Yes. Thank you to the Better with Glasses Fest attendees. Thank you to everyone who supported the Yahoo article.
Yeah. And I did leak because it didn't have any spoilers in it. It's just kind of like, hey, here are the scenes that we were in. So if you don't know, now you know. We were extras. It's in the episode Last Christmas, which we'll cover next. But since we're talking about thank yous, like thank you for just like all the love that you guys have given because it really was a really big and special deal to us.
And a secret we've been keeping.
And a huge secret. And we were just so blessed and so happy. And you guys, I did get some, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. But like from a great, kind place. And it was so meaningful to us that it was nice that you guys kind of knew that.
Yeah, we'll have some more in-depth conversations on this matter. Whether we have some paper and there's some paperwork involved with it, so be compliant and give our experience. We'll go. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, not too much inside baseball stuff, but more like follow the journey of how
Yeah.
Casey and Vicky's experience went.
For sure.
And probably on Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there'll be some in the episode 2 review because we got to talk. Got to talk a little bit about it.
All right.
Listen, this is our time. So we're so happy to be sharing it with y'all. We're gonna keep doing these giveaways. It's very fun. We enjoy it, and we appreciate the fan base. We're definitely riding with the official Summer I Turn Pretty account, where we're encouraging the community to be
nice,
respectful, and all that stuff. If you do love the podcast, leave us a review or a rating. That always helps to let more people find out about it.
Stars.
So at Better with Glasses Pod on Instagram, betterwithglassespod@gmail.com, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. So thank you guys.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time.